So Jarrell Big Baby Miller has come out once again and is talking trash about AJ and bringing his mother into it. He basically has said that he's going to take AJ's belts and then take his mum out on a date. Now, Jarrell Miller is a trash talker. Some of the stuff he's come out with I found very funny. This isn't one of them. I think it's a bit tasteless talking about AJ's mum, bringing his mum into this equation. It's good from a tactical point of view, I think, because the first time, I think it was when was it? It was when AJ was in the States, I think, and they brought up the fact that Miller was mentioning AJ's mum. And you could tell then and there in the interview, he was annoyed. He was holding it in well, but he was annoyed. And I think that the best way to beat AJ would be to kind of take him off his game, if you know what I mean. In a sense that, if you've AJ fighting recklessly with his heart, not his head, a bit like how he did against White in the first fight, or the only fight, a bit like he did against White when they fought in 2015, then, you're kind of halfway there. And I think Miller AJ is a competitive fight if and when it gets announced, or if and when it happens. It is a competitive fight. I think Miller can cause AJ issues if he can take the power, of course, because, Miller's not that easy to hit. AJ can punch. We know Miller has a good chin against guys like Wack and Johan Dupa, but does he have it against AJ? That remains to be seen. Now, if you've an AJ fighting with his heart, not his head, he could really go in there and try and put it on Miller early. And if Miller can survive that, does AJ have it in the tank? I don't think he does. AJ has, shown before that when he really opens up and he really goes for it, he can run out of gas. And against Miller, he's going to be in there with someone who's going to push him back, who's going to be heavier, a good bit heavier and stronger than AJ. He's going to push him back, get him up against the ropes and start, throw clubbing shots at AJ. Miller will throw a high work rate on this fight. And, AJ, I've always felt that he doesn't box necessarily the best on the back foot. I don't think he's as fluid on the back foot as he is coming forward. So, AJ, I think Miller will be able to put AJ on the back foot. And I don't know, I think it's a very tricky fight for Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua stays composed and relaxed the whole way through, he'll beat Miller. But if he's fighting with his heart, fighting recklessly and give Miller opportunities, it's going to be a tough night for AJ. And, he could lose. This fight is definitely not, a foregone conclusion for AJ. I think it's more competitive than the White fight. I just find it very interesting. Can Miller take AJ's power? And if he can, what can he do? So, it's going to be an interesting fight. And, how will AJ travel at the end of the day? Because will his fans travel over? He's going to be fighting the guy from Brooklyn, more than likely in Brooklyn. So, that could be an issue. He's going to get booed. It's something AJ's not used to. He'll get booed, definitely, fighting in Brooklyn against the Brooklyn native. So, all that taken into consideration. On top of that, you've got Miller trash talking AJ, left, right, and centre, bringing his mum into it. So I think Miller's doing the right things from a tactical point of view. I do think it is quite tasteless, bringing his mother into the equation. If you're going to trash talk, that's all well and good. I think Tyson Fury does a great job trash talking, keeping it kind of funny. And Miller, when he was calling AJ G-string Joshua, that was funny. Some stuff like that was funny. But I think when you're talking about AJ's mum, stuff like that, that kind of gets a bit, you just kind of drawing the line a bit there. You crossed the line. So, those are my thoughts on this. I am genuinely looking forward to this fight if and when it takes place, because there's just so many unknowns. And I'd really like to see it. I'd really like to see Miller versus Joshua. So, those are my thoughts on this. Again, leave yours down below. And as always, I will talk to you after.